Aicha Kelley here with Walpole Recreation Department, and I'm here with the Chief of Police, Stillman, and we are working together on the Walpole Coalition for Drug and Alcohol Awareness. And we had our first meeting last night, and I want to just say a little bit first, and then I'll turn it over to you. These meetings are open to the public. They are monthly. We have an evening one and a morning one. The dates are on drugfreewalpole.com. And everyone is welcome to these. So if you're a parent that is a little concerned, if you're a parent that wants to learn more about it, just come. You don't have to come to every meeting. Every meeting that I go to, I learn something new. And I've been on for 3 years now. So that's my plea out there. And how do you feel the coalition's going?
I think the coalition has grown tremendously over the last couple of years, and I can't emphasize enough what Aicha just said. If you can come to 1 or 2 meetings a year, that's fantastic, because it really does. You will learn something. It's not an exclusive club where we welcome everybody that comes, so please make every effort to come.
And then you might be able to tell one of your friends something that you learned, and then they may, it only helps the community to pop in and say hi. And we just had our first meeting last night and today. And one of the major things that is a concern for Walpole is question 3 on the ballot. So can you tell us a little bit about why you think that's going to affect the community?
Sure. I really think people need to seriously consider this question. It's about the so-called medical marijuana. First of all, there's no such thing as medical marijuana. Nobody recognizes marijuana as having any medicinal purposes at all. The states that have so-called medical marijuana laws, they've been inundated with problems, particularly near and around their dispensaries, which there's supposed to be 35 of them in Massachusetts at the start within the first year. But the big problem for us is that it's going to make people feel, and particularly young people feel, that because they're calling it medical marijuana, that it's somehow, there's something okay about it. And nothing could be further from the truth. Marijuana is a problem. We see it way too often, and what we know we're going to see is that younger and younger kids are going to start trying marijuana, and with that, the perception of harm or the feeling that something's wrong with it is going to drop dramatically, and it's going to create just more and more problems. The question I like to ask people that are considering it honestly is, what good would come from marijuana being legal in Massachusetts? And that's really effectively what this law will do. It will make marijuana legal, because it's written so poorly that there will be no way that we can have any enforcement. So it will be no longer a police issue, because there'll be no enforcement. It will be a society problem, and it'll be, for Walpole's purposes, it'll be a community problem. And it's a community problem we don't need.
Something that I have learned by going to Coalition is for the people, including parents, that believe that it's just pot, we've heard that 1,000 times, that growing up 60s, 70s, the marijuana that's out there and in our town now is significantly different than that. And can you say a little bit about that?
Sure. The marijuana grown now is cultivated. It's the THC levels, which is the active ingredient, is significantly higher, 3 to 5 times higher than what it was back in the 70s and 80s. So it's a completely different drug. It affects people much more significantly than it did way back when. So again, I would encourage anybody that's honestly thinking about how they're going to vote on this to read up on it and to study it and to understand what the real issues are. Because I look at it as it's a law that's trying to make smoking pot legal, getting high legal, and it's really all about the money. It's a huge cash crop, and the people that are pushing it from outside the state are dumping a lot of money into this campaign to push this medical marijuana. They're not doing it out of the goodness of their heart. They're doing it because there's something in it for them, and just don't be fooled.
Well, I thank you very much for coming and teaching us, and we're going to be doing these weekly now, where we can talk a little bit about the coalition. And if anyone has any questions, they can give me a call at the Recreation Department, and I thank you so very much for coming in.
Thank you, appreciate it.